people are always wondering what's happening outside of this. Do you know what I mean? They're always the younger generation feel like they're missing out on something, I think.
Yeah.
You know, because they know that there's all this stuff going on social media and they're thinking, oh, I wonder what's happening.
Well,
I wonder what's happening somewhere else rather than being present, being mindful.
That's where FOMO comes in, you know, fear of missing out. You know? And you're right. There's this incessant need to be all things to all people and be all places at the same time. And, you know, it's just physically impossible to do.
As I pick up my phone while you talk.
Yeah.
But it's not to check anything other than we spoke about this in one of the episodes and I'm trying to think which one it was.
Yeah.
We were speaking about John Cleese. Do you remember that? About his talking about you've got to take time to just be creative.
Oh, yeah, because that was one of his, a video of his on creativity.
Yeah.
And that I was trying to sort of get onto how single tasking or how multitasking or single tasking in the realms of creativity is either beneficial or not beneficial depending on what you're doing. You know, if you're multitasking and distracted and not focused and not being present, well then your ability to be creative and your ability to, as John Cleese would say, you know, play is greatly reduced, you know, especially if you're preoccupied with, you know, what people are saying about you, or if you haven't got a certain amount of likes on a particular, you know, post that you put up on Facebook or whatever platform you know, choose to use or anything like that. But if you are single tasking, if you are in the moment and you are totally focused and you've got to make sure that, you know, you don't have those distractions, well then the flow of or the environment in which creativity can flourish becomes more apparent. And the guy that you're talking about on that video, you know, talking about, I think it was Jürgen something, wasn't it? It started with a J anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was saying that he had a device in which he put his phone in and it locked up.
Like a little lockbox thing, where he could. And did he say he could set a timer? For
a timer to it. Yeah, it could be all day. It could be 5 minutes. It could be half an hour. It could be 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, he puts his phone in there, and so when he spends time with the family or goes on a date with his wife or something like that, or whatever.
He said he wouldn't sit and watch a movie unless he had it in there.
Know, or eating at the table. It's like nope, all the phones are in the lockbox, and you know, until they're done. You know, and it's about being more disciplined with the technology and allowing you to control it rather than it control you. And I suppose the main gist of what he's saying is that we have less of an attention span. We aren't sleeping as much as we should. We aren't as productive as what we should. We're more distracted, and all of these things which we sort of blame ourselves for or you know, blame each other for is really the end product of companies that devise the technology itself. It's the end result of their inventions.